See all the same kind of structure because you're using different visual your own ink lines to define those plane changes. Not so it is a little incomplete in respect. Lessons you learned from doing the studies to create visual suffers from that same problem though that I mentioned earlier, that you're translating a likeness into simple ink lines.